What's going on, Tiger Nation? Y'all know who it is. It's your main man, Ken Clark, with Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club. It's Blue and White Week. We made it home, Jackson, Mississippi, and we're getting ready for some Jackson State football as we officially kick off the T.C. Taylor era. We want to give a special shout out to Under Armour, the official outfitter for Jackson State Athletics. And I have the pleasure of sitting down with a few Jackson State football Tigers, Mr. Rico Powers, Mr. Savin McGee, Mr. Jalin Hughes. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on with you?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, man, you guys have had a interesting week, man. So we're going to kick it off and let y'all talk about why we're sitting here. We'll start with you, Rico.
Presenting Jackson State to you all and to the fan base, you know. We the face of the guard the yard, and we just want to make sure that y'all know y'all in good hands with us.
And just the opportunity with Under Armour, just Under Armour showcasing what they got and showcasing what Jackson State could do at the HBCU level, and just really just putting Under Armour in HBCUs on a national level, just not on a FCS level, on a Power 5 level as well, just exploring everything to the fan base and everyone out there who doesn't know about HBCUs.
Right.
I feel like it brings a lot of attention to both Under Armour and Jackson State because people don't really think Jackson State's doing big things without, but I think this is a big step for us. So
we're sitting in here and we, like I said, we all mentioned Under Armour. I mean, pretty big opportunity for you guys to be somewhat of a face. We know that a football team is made up of several, teammates. And, how does it feel to some sort of kind of, I guess, represent Jackson State and sort of be that face? We have the spring game coming up. You guys are on the official poster. And we'll get into some meat and potatoes of each of you guys have a personal story that speaks to, what brought you here to Jackson State. But how does it feel to be sitting here representing Jackson State as well as Under Armour?
It's amazing. Like I'm not gonna lie, I never thought it would be me that Coach TC would choose, but him choosing me, like I feel the love and I feel the respect. I feel like now it's time for me to step up and be a leader, and that's what he wants me to do.
Got it.
I kind of feel the same way with that, honestly, because one, I've never played a down or a snap in SWAT, so it's like for me, just for him to see the leadership and the showcase since I've been there, and just me trying to prove myself to my teammates every single day, and just trying to take the next step and actually become a better teammate, become a better person. So it's just for the team and for TC, I'm just honored to be here.
All right. I feel the love from TC and the respect. I also feel like that I have to be consistent now. That I have to just be that leader for my team, be that person to guys, so guys can look at to see who's doing right.
So, I mean, let's get into kind of, how you guys got to Jackson State, because each of you have a very different and very unique path. Let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. We know Coach T.C. Taylor's taking over from Coach Prime, who you were recruited by Coach Prime and his staff, as well as you, Rico. And you guys actually had a very interesting, very important decision to make, with the seeing Coach Prime pursue another opportunity, which we love to see our own Coach T.C. Taylor, who's a Jackson State Tiger, take over the helm at Jackson State. When you see that transpire, right, you guys had to make a personal decision of whether do you enter the portal, or do you come back to Jackson State, and you guys chose to stay. I want to hear in your own words, what went into your decision to come back to Jackson State and play for Coach TC?
Honestly, it was like a last-minute decision. I was going back and forth through the whole process, talking to some people from Colorado, talking to TC, and really my mind wasn't made up at all until I finally came back up to school. I had talked with my family, and they felt like it was best for me to stay at Jackson, just set a plan out and just follow that plan and just be consistent with it.
What influenced me, same with him, I was kind of stuck on what I should do. Should I go? Should I stay? But what influenced me a lot, before we left for the break, that Christmas break, Coach TC pulled me in the room and he talked to me and he was just like, man, like I really need you. Like, I don't know if you know that or not, but like you're a great player and we need you on this team. And right then and there I felt like he trusted me. Like I didn't feel like from a lot of coaches, like in my past. But that was a major factor in it, and my dad as well. He told me to follow my heart, and I've been talking to him about going to a HBCU since sophomore year of high school. So it was just like, he was like, dude, if you want to go to a HBCU, you're already here. You have your dream. Why are you throwing it away?
Wow. So, kind of on the outside looking in, an alum as well as a fan, when you start to see that kind of turnover, and then we have the temperature of the fan base, everyone's getting anxious. We don't know what's going to happen. And then comes signing day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Signing day hits, and we were used to, we had back-to-back top FCS signing classes. And then Coach TC gets ready to introduce his signing class. And then here comes Savin McGee, which was a surprise to the fan base. We see a 4-star transfer from Oregon. So, Savin, if you speak to us about your journey to Jackson State, what went into your recruitment, and what led to you making that decision to be a Jackson State Tiger?
Honestly, a lot went with that decision. As I said, TC didn't know me from a can of paint when I called him. Wasn't recruiting me, wasn't looking at me at all. So it kind of was either I was going to head down to North Carolina, Houston, head down to Texas Tech. So it really just went from me talking to my mother. My mother really wanted me to go to North Carolina or Houston. Like that was where her diehard heart was. So it was like, for me, I didn't want to rush the process and just step somewhere where I didn't know what I was stepping into. So for me, I kind of did my research, and I kind of stepped back and looked at the documentaries and looking at the season, you know what I'm saying, what Prime did, because I didn't know anything about HBCUs at all coming from the North. So it was like, I wanted to come and be a part of something that hasn't been done recently, you know what I'm saying, and actually finish the job. Taking nothing away from Prime, because Prime done an amazing job here, but be a part of history, try to rewrite history. So I gave TC a call, and you know what I'm saying, it went from there.
Since you've arrived on campus and made your way to Jackson, Mississippi, what's your thoughts so far?
It's amazing. I mean, a lot of people might say it has its ups and downs, but that's anywhere you go in life. Anywhere you go in life has its ups and downs. But so far, it's amazing. My teammates took me with open hands, taught me the ropes, and just been, you know what I'm saying, thriving and surviving here. It's honestly amazing. You can't, HBCU living and lifestyle is different. You can't get out of Power 5 at all, so.
Now, you got to expound on that. You can't just say that and throw that out there. And Rico, I got to get you to get in on that, too, because, you started your college career in South Carolina.
Yes.
Coming out of Atlanta, Georgia. If you don't mind, we'll back it up just a little bit. Speak to your recruitment and what led to your decision going to South Carolina, and then speak to kind of the difference between what you experienced at over there versus what your experience at an HBCU.
Well, I chose South Carolina because it was pretty much one of my closest offers to home other than Georgia, but I knew at South Carolina I was going to play early. So that was my main goal, just trying to come in and impact as a freshman early. But I had some ups and downs, things didn't go as planned, and I kind of had to leave South Carolina, and that's how I found Jackson State. But it took a long process. I wasn't playing for a season, so I had a lot of time just to sit back, think, and just watch football and just actually just figure out what I want to do with myself and my life. And during that process, Jackson State just came, and honestly, I didn't call them. I wasn't looking for them. It just honestly just happened. I had somebody who's kind of connected to Jackson State, and he kind of got me on the phone with some coaches, and we made it happen from there.
Good deal. Jalin, your story's a little different. Played over in the Lone Star State, Texas, and then you went to Snow College, man. You went from Texas to Utah.
I went from Texas to Missouri first.
So you went to Missouri first,
yeah,
okay.
I went to a Division II Southwest Baptist, and it was COVID year, so we didn't have a season.
Okay.
So, I went up there. I kind of dominated, like, everything I did up there, and I was just like, this is just too easy. I got to test myself. And my other friend was up there, too, and he was going JUCO, and he was like, bro, you got to go JUCO. And I was just like, bro, I don't want to do that. Like, that's a big risk, and he convinced me. So I had a connection at Snow College, and I went there for a year. It's hard to make it out of JUCO in 1 year, but I did it, and that's how I found myself at Jackson. Coach Prime recruited me in the summer.
Yeah.
I was this close to going to South Alabama.
Wow.
But when he called me, I didn't even go on the visit.
Good stuff, man. What's your hopes to do after football, or either? I know you hope to. You guys hope to go to the NFL. You guys are a great talent, man, and we're happy to have you. But we always like to get into the, what's next, because football is a very physical sport. I mean, and the careers, could be long or short. But let's get into the after football piece. What do you hope to do?
After football,
Yeah.
probably get into some real estate. Just do something with the money that I made from my career. Make sure I don't go broke. That's the biggest. Make sure I'm able to take care of my family for now and when I'm gone. That's probably my biggest goals.
Good deal.
And life after football, like what he said, just really take care of my family. Just make sure I don't go broke. Cause a lot of athletes don't understand. NFL, if you make it, is not for long. That's anything you do in life. So
That's
it's
right.
like you want to really be smart with your decisions. Don't waste all your money when you get it. You know what I'm saying? Invest. You know what I'm saying? Support businesses. You know what I'm saying? Get into stocks and stuff like that. And just really hold yourself down from there and get ready for, if you have kids, you know what I'm saying, let your family be well financially after.
For me, there is no after football because I'm going to be a football coach. So football's going to be with me forever.
I like that. Go ahead. You got
Football coach. But that's a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Football coaching is a lot. You know what I'm saying? I know we play, but football coaching is a lot. Another thing I want to say, I'm glad you said that. I want to get on that. I feel like football coaches for me, even though sometimes they might get on your nerves and you might not agree with them, I feel like football coaches is a lot because to coach sometimes really create bonds. And it's like being away from your family, you create kids outside your kids. And it's like you actually sometimes can relate what coaches go through. You know, sometimes coaches can relate to what you go through. And sometimes it makes you better on out. Like for me, I got coaches when I played Pop Warner football that I'm still pretty close with because it's just a simple fact that it was a father-son relationship. You know what I'm saying? Being away from your family, always with your players, you know what I'm saying? Just coming home, falling asleep, no time with your wife. I feel like that's football coaches deserve more respect than they actually have just out there coaching a kid's game. It's a lot that come with it. So salute to you, Jalin. Salute to you because I can't do it.
That's good stuff, man. But speaking of coaches, though, man, we had some, obviously with Coach TC taking over, new staff.
Yeah.
I want to get you guys' perspective on the changes. You guys were under this particular staff, and now Coach TC puts together a great staff. And, we've had a chance to get by some of the practices, and the energy's great. But we can only see so much. You guys see it from a different vantage point. So in your own words, just kind of speak to some of the differences, maybe some – what you liked about the previous and what you like now under Coach TC?
Everything is really pretty much the same, basically just different coaches. I felt like when TC was on the Prime, he basically was looking at Prime every move and he wanted to imitate that. So I feel like that's what TC is doing right now, just putting his own type of style with it.
Yeah.
But pretty much it's still the same. Everything's still the same. The goal is still the same. We want to dominate. We want to go 13-0. That's still the goal.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like everything, for the most part, is the same. Like how we run things, what our goals are as far as dominating, starting Atlanta, finishing Atlanta. I think one thing that's different, especially in the DB room, we went from like more of a business to a family. Like last year, we didn't really go out at all. Our group chat we didn't really talk in the group chat. But this year, like we talked in the group chat in the first month more than we did at all last year.
Yeah.
And then we also we go out, we go bowling as a team or as a unit. We're supposed to go out to eat, but last year we didn't do that kind of stuff. I feel like this year, like we're bonding more and fast.
That's good to know. So, from, you guys' adjustment to Jackson, a lot going on in Jackson. Jackson is it's home, man. It's a lot of challenges. What would you guys would say have been some of the challenges maybe for you just transitioning? I know you grew up in Atlanta and then you went over to South Carolina, you come to Jackson. Let's speak to the culture of the city and just, being here in Jackson and at Jackson State.
For me, being here at Jackson is pretty much like back at home. I feel like I'm back at home with my whole community, with my brothers, my family. But honestly, it's not really no bad conditions at all. You just gotta know how to provide for yourself and take care of yourself and put yourself around the right people that'll take care of you and help you get to where you need to be. And I feel like you'll be all right.
I ain't really been there too long, but coming from Oregon, it was really it's Oregon. You know what I'm saying? It's just something you really can't explain to be. Oregon is really just rainy. It's always raining, you know what I'm saying, most of the time. So you feel kind of down, you know. So, and definitely coming from New York. New York is fast life. So I lived a fast life my whole life up until college, you know. So living a fast life in living a fast life in New York. And then to come into Jackson, it's just like, it's interesting, you know, because being from where I'm from, you don't see like cows and pigs on farms and horses. You know?
Come on, man.
And you know what I'm saying? The dances that they do out here, it's like, it's crazy. It's like, I don't know. I tried to do a dance one time at the AAC, and I couldn't do it. I had to move out the way and just watch. But it was, I feel like it's definitely different. I'm definitely glad to be here. Definitely glad to be here.
I wouldn't say it's as challenging as people make it seem, especially because, like, they really take care of us. Coach Beef, Coach Stone, Coach TC, like, they really go all out to take care of us. They make sure we eat, make sure, like, we're showered up, make sure we have a place to stay. Our biggest challenge was the water, and I feel like even then they took care of us, and they tried to take care of a lot of people. So I would say that it's not as challenging as people try to make it seem. Like, Jackson's a bad place. Jackson's an amazing place. Ever since I got here, I've been shown nothing but love everywhere I go.
So let's get into some football, man. What you guys looking forward to this upcoming season? I know we got the spring game coming up. I think Savin's going to be in for a surprise when he see all the fans at the vet. I know you guys have experienced it, but Savin hasn't. So
I try to tell him we're a long way from Oregon.
Yeah, man.
So let's get into some just I guess expectations for this season. We feel like Zoe and I say a lot. You know, people think when we talk about Jack State we have our blue and white glasses on, like we don't have any, I guess we don't have any objections to anything. Like we're gonna go 13-0 and we're gonna stomp everybody. But from you guys' standpoint, what are you guys' expectations, like true expectations going into the season?
The expectation is to win. It's really no other expectation. You know what I'm saying? Hold the standard. The standard is the standard, regardless of who's coaching. You know what I'm saying? As Coach said in the meeting, player-led teams are the best teams. So it's like what he just said, like with the DBs bonding, that's how you create player-led teams. When you can trust your teammates, at the end of the day, I got to trust that he's not going to give up a big play on 4th and 3 and we need it. I got to trust that Rico could win us one-on-one, you know what I'm saying? So with us battling every day on the field and blood, sweat, and tears, it's really something. And shout out to Marquise, he went down. That's the definition of blood, sweat, and tears, you know what I'm saying? Sorry for his injury, but it's just like that's the type of stuff that creates bonds and great teams. So the expectation really is nothing but to win. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah.
Basically what Seven said, that's basically the expectation. Dominate and win. I don't see nobody who plays to lose. And I'm a winner, so I came here to win. And Jackson State is a winning program. And like Seven said, with Marquis' injury, him going down, it just give us another reason to win and go out to win.
My expectation for the season, I believe we're going to have the number 1 defense again. I feel like our secondary is going to make a big jump. Last year I feel like we were really good, but this year we're going to be great. I feel like the offense is going to be great. I feel like they're going to lead. Both of these guys are going to be the top 2 in the SWAC and receiving yards. But, yeah, those are my expectations. My expectation is to start in Atlanta and finish in Atlanta.
Awesome. So outside of you guys, you three, what other teammates would you say would probably push you the most?
Kendrick Wiggins.
Yeah.
Every day. We compete. Who's going to lock up who?
There you go.
Who's going to shut their side of the field down?
Shout out to K5, man.
Yeah.
For me, I would say the entire defense, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
For me, sometimes the defense come out there and they whoop us, and be honest. And it's like we go into the locker room, I don't even want to talk to him. You can ask him, like, there was one day I ain't say not one word to the defense. I was just so pissed off and I was angry at them. But it's like that's what's going to make us better. That's what's going to push us. So I would say the defense. And another thing I would say, Rico, feel like, you know what I'm saying, come here, you know what I'm saying, they didn't look at me as, oh, he's coming from Oregon, he think he's this and that. No, they took me with open arms and they kind of showed me the ropes. Those days when they were out there and I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, they made me realize, like, the hungriness, the worth, the want, you know what I'm saying, the will to win, you know what I'm saying, those days on the field with them and actually just seeing what they could do, and I'm just honored to just be around them. Definitely leaders. Definitely looking forward to the season.
Definitely the other receivers, they push me. just seeing them progress. You know, when they make a play, that turn me up to make a play.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like we feed off each other's energy, and I feel like everyone is looking at everybody. Everybody's kind of like evaluating everybody, seeing what everybody can do. But I feel like it's no hatred towards each other. I feel like it's all love, and we all just trying to figure out each other and come close to each other.
So as we get ready, you know, I know the spring ends, and then we get ready for the fall. That's when the real battle starts, right? Rico and Jalin, you guys have played in the SWAC. This will be your first year. Are there any opponents that you're looking forward to, like that one team that you just circle on that date that I can't wait to go out and do what I do?
I can't wait to play FAMU.
Oh boy, okay.
They
Speak on it.
just felt like they were in the game last year. Like they just should have won, and it was 59-3, and I just can't wait to do it.
I'm gonna tell you Texas Southern.
Ooh, okay.
Quake.
Ooh, yeah, they got a former of our receiver Quay Davis. It's always exciting, but definitely because they bring a lot of energy too, and they was talking a whole bunch of trash. So
Okay,
I feel like I gotta see them again so they can get it again.
Yeah, they come to Jackson this year. How
For
about you?
me, South Carolina State.
Now that's interesting. Okay, first game.
First
All
game.
right.
I can't wait to play them. Watching that last game, it was just like, okay. And
Okay.
then coming here, I rewatched the game and watch it. And I've never played in the Celebration Bowl. But for me, you know what I'm saying, that defeat, that L, definitely for me will be South Carolina State, just to make that stamp. Like, we here. We ain't going nowhere.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to play Texas State too. I should have said them because
Okay.
when we beat an FBS opponent, just know I'm gonna be on Twitter talking that every day that week.
Yes,
Good old
indeed.
DBs talking trash.
Yeah.
That game will be September 17th, San Marcos, Texas. Looking forward to it, man.
One more game.
Go ahead,
Southern
go ahead.
game in Baton Rouge.
I
Can't
was
wait.
waiting for somebody to
I
say
was gonna
Southern.
say
Now, come on,
Southern.
y'all.
Can't
I
wait.
was gonna say it.
It's a lot I would like to say, but I can't say. But that game
yeah.
is definitely near and dear to my heart and personal
So
for me.
So you guys do know that Southern is, you know, it's not even a conference game this year, but Jackson State has to play Southern.
Yeah.
It's got to happen. So I just, you know, we got to go to Baton Rouge this year, man. I don't like going to Baton Rouge, so we just got to go out there and do what we do.
Yes, sir.
Counting on you guys to do that. But it's going to be fun, man. A few other questions before we get out of here, man. Just switch it up a little bit. Outside of football, you know, football is life, and, you know, you guys are student athletes. So what do you guys like to really do outside of football? Maybe some hobbies.
Play the game.
Which one you playing?
Which one I'm playing 2K.
Okay.
But since I'm always around football players, you know, they want to play Madden, you know, they don't want to play 2K. So,
Okay.
you know, we'll play 2K, we'll play some Madden.
For me, it's Call of Duty. I'm Call of Duty fiend. I'm always on Call of Duty. I play it 29/7. You know what I'm saying? I got some free time on Call of Duty. When I leave from here, take a shower, I'm Call of Duty.
Okay.
My game, I play video games too. I play Madden. I'm
He
like,
trash.
So
No,
it's
I'm
him,
real.
huh? That's the one you're talking about.
Definitely.
I'm
him.
real good at Madden.
Hims.
Like,
Trash.
Hims.
I hurt my wrist, and I've been having to play the game with like one hand like this, and I put up 72 in the first half.
No, he didn't.
I promise I did.
You know how, right? You
Wow.
just go on YouTube and
Oh,
look
my
up
court-
cheat codes.
My quarterback was Marcus Mariota, so that should say a lot too.
I like Marcus. I met Marcus. He cool
You
dude.
like him on Madden though?
Yeah, he cool dude. I met Marcus. NCAA Marcus.
Well, anyway, for fellas, as we get ready to close it out, we'll let you guys have one last word. I guess I always like to get you to address Tiger Nation, and just whatever you want to say, kind of in your own words, your thoughts on what's to come, and we'll go from there. Anyone first? Who want to go first? You said Seven, since you.
Okay. Tiger Nation, I'm blessed to be here. I can't wait, and let's win. Let's win.
Oh, I need everybody to come out and support us this year, this season. We need y'all. It's a new team, new faces, and we just need them to know, what Jackson all about.
Tiger Nation, I love y'all. Y'all hold a special place in my heart. 8-ball corner pocket game. We out.
Man, this is a little unique for Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club, man. We appreciate y'all sitting down with us. Shout out to B. Corey C, Zoe, and the whole crew. And we're looking forward to the spring game, man. Let's put on the show. Go Tigers,
I
baby.
appreciate you for having us.
Go Tigers.